Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. India and Germany call for consensus on reform of multilateral institutions for better reflection of global realities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says tradition and technology are the temperaments of New India. Prime Minister to share his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat on All India Radio tomorrow. Curtains come down on high-pitched campaign for Nagaland and Meghalaya Assembly elections to be held on Monday. G20 members welcome India's proposal to set up expert panel for financial mandate on global challenges. And Australia and host South Africa to lock horns in the T20 Women's World Cup final at Cape Town tomorrow. India and Germany today reiterated the consensus that reform of multilateral institutions is necessary to better reflect global realities. In his press statement after holding talks with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz in New Delhi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said this is evident from both nations' active participation within the G4 to reform the UN Security Council. He also highlighted that there is active cooperation between India and Germany in the fight against terrorism and separatism. He stressed that both countries agree that concrete action is necessary to end cross-border terrorism.
आज की बैठक में भी हमने सभी महत्वपूर्ण द्विपक्षीय मुद्दों तथा क्षेत्रीय एवं अंतर्राष्ट्रीय विषयों पर विस्तार पूर्वक चर्चा की। भारत और जर्मनी के मजबूत संबंध साझा लोकतांत्रिक मूल्यों और एक दूसरे के हितों की डीप अंडरस्टैंडिंग पर आधारित है। दोनों देशों के बीच सांस्कृतिक एवं आर्थिक आदान प्रदान का भी लंबा इतिहास रहा है।
The Prime Minister said security and defence are an active pillar of the strategic cooperation between India and Germany. He added that both nations are expanding cooperation in the areas of climate action and sustainable development goals through this. The Prime Minister said India is encouraged by Germany's interest in opportunities arising out of Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. In his statement, Chancellor Scholz said, India has a lot of talent and Germany wants to recruit and attract that talent. He said about 1,800 German companies are active in India and have given thousands of jobs. The two leaders reviewed the progress on key outcomes of the 6th intergovernmental consultation held in May last year. This was the 4th time that the two leaders met in the span of a year, underscoring the mutual commitment to growth of the Indo-German partnership. The two leaders also interacted with CEOs and business leaders of both sides. The German Chancellor paid his respects to Mahatma Gandhi by laying a wreath at Rajghat this afternoon. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz also called on President Draupadi Murmu today. Welcoming Mr. Scholz, the President said India and Germany have a long-standing relationship which is underpinned by common values and shared goals. The President added that as two vibrant and pluralistic democracies, India and Germany can play an important role in addressing new and emerging global challenges. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that tradition and technology are the temperaments of New India. Mr. Modi said the country is moving forward together with development and heritage and progress and traditions. He emphasized that on the one hand, India is reviving its ancient temples and cultural centers, and on the other, the country has emerged as the world leader in digital payments. The Prime Minister said this while addressing the gatherings during the inauguration of the Varisu Kannada Dimdimava Cultural Festival at Talkatora Stadium in New Delhi this evening, stating that celebration of 75 years of Delhi Karnataka Sangha has been organized at a time when the country is celebrating its Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Mr. Modi added that the identity, traditions and inspirations of India cannot be defined without the contributions of Karnataka. Prime Minister Modi emphasized that today the development of Karnataka is a top priority for the country and for the government of Karnataka.
कन्नड़ा के लोगों ने हमेशा एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत के मंत्र को जिया है। उसकी प्रेरणा उन्हें कर्नाटका की धरती से ही मिलती है। राष्ट्र कवि कुवेंपु की रचना नाड़ा गीते, इस गीत में भारत भर की सभ्यता का भी वर्णन है और कर्नाटका के महत्व और भूमिका का भी जिक्र है। जब हम इस गीत के भाव को समझ लेते हैं तो हम एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत की भावना को भी समझ जाते हैं.
The two-day festival has been organized as part of the Amrit Mahotsav celebration of Delhi Karnataka Sangha. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people of the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It will be the 98th episode of the monthly radio program. It will be broadcast on the entire network of All India Radio and Doordarshan, AIR News website and News on AIR mobile app. The program will also be live-streamed on the YouTube channels of AIR News, DD News, PMO and Information and Broadcasting Ministry. AIR will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast. President Draupadi Murmu today said the Delhi University community should feel duty-bound to lead other universities in the country on parameters of excellence. She said the university should earn a place among globally comparable institutions of higher learning. President Murmu was addressing the 99th convocation of the University of Delhi. She said Delhi University reflects India in all its richness and diversity. She added that it can also be said that there is a bit of Delhi University in every area of excellence in India and abroad. The President noted that the list of illustrious alumni of the university is really long and formidable. She urged all DU students to dream big and build a new India and a new world.
In today's world of rapid changes, an institution has to continuously reinvent itself. The Delhi University community should feel duty-bound to lead other universities in the country on parameters of excellence and thereby earn a place among globally comparable institutions of higher learning.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
मैं डॉक्टर सुरुचि भाटिया आ रही हूँ कार्यक्रम अभ्यास में और हमारा विषय होगा साइकोलॉजी अर्थात मनोविज्ञान। शनिवार रात को 9:30 बजे FM गोल्ड पर सुनिएगा जरूर।
Welcome back to the news at 9. Campaigning for Nagaland and Meghalaya Assembly elections came to an end today. Polling for 59 seats each in both states will be held on Monday. In Nagaland, BJP has already bagged one seat uncontested, and in Meghalaya, the election in Soyang constituency was adjourned due to the demise of a UDP candidate. Nagaland's interstate borders with Assam, Manipur and Arunachal Pradesh have been sealed. Polling personnel have already left for far-flung areas. Our correspondent reports that the political fate of 183 candidates, including 4 women, will be sealed on Monday.
The voters of Nagaland have seen a high-pitched election campaign. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, National President JP Nadda, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma campaigned for the BJP and DPP candidates. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge and senior leader Shashi Tharoor held rallies for their party candidates. Political fate of several senior leaders, including Chief Minister Rio, former Chief Minister T.R. Jeliang, Deputy Chief Minister Y. Patan, among others, will be decided in this election. 4 women candidates are also in the contest. Most of the seats are likely to have straight or triangular contest. With Asono, Manas Pratim Sharma, AIR News, Dimapur.
In Meghalaya, over a dozen political parties and independents held a high-pitched poll campaign for a month. A total of 369 candidates, including 36 women, are in the fray. Chief Electoral Officer F.R. Kharkongor informed AIR News that webcasting of polling will be held in about 1,000 polling stations to ensure free and fair polling in Meghalaya. A report.
Curtains came down over the high-pitched electioneering in Meghalaya this evening. Chief Electoral Officer F.R. Kharkongor informed that all arrangements have been made and polling is expected to be peaceful. 119 companies of armed forces, including CRPF, have been deployed and all districts have been geared up.
All the districts are fully geared up to ensure that the poll process is conducted smoothly, and through some of the pictures and the videos that we have received, it seems that things are going on smoothly. So I salute all the polling parties for the hard work that they are doing.
Meanwhile, all major parties are fighting Meghalaya Assembly elections alone, while BJP and Congress aspire to contest from all 60 constituencies. The NPP has fielded its candidates in 57 constituencies, while the TMC has fielded at 58 places in the state. However, polling will be held in 59 constituencies following the adjournment of election in Shoinong. Lakshmi, AIR News, Shillong.
Counting will be taken up on 2nd March for both states as also for the Tripura Assembly elections held on the 16th of February. Senior BJP leader and Union Home Minister Amit Shah was on a day-long visit to Bihar today. Addressing a public meeting at Loria in West Champaran district, the Home Minister said his party has closed the door for JDU leader and Chief Minister Nitish Kumar forever. Mr. Shah said at the interval of every 3 years, JDU leader's dream rekindles to become Prime Minister of India. He said due to his ambition, people of the state are paying the price as the law and order situation is in a bad condition. He called the JDU-RJD alliance as unholy.
नीतीश बाबू की प्रधानमंत्री बनने की महत्वाकांक्षा ने बिहार का बंटा धार कर दिया है। आज पूरे बिहार की स्थिति अराजक स्थिति बनी हुई है। अपराध फिर से चरम पर जा रहा है। कानून और व्यवस्था ध्वस्त हो गई है।
Later speaking at Kisan Mazdoor Samagam in Patna, the senior BJP leader said his party will uproot the Nitish Lalu-led government in the upcoming elections. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has said the key priorities presented under G20 India presidency received support from many members during the first G20 Finance Ministers and Central Bank Governors meeting that concluded in Bengaluru today. Addressing the media, the Finance Minister said India's idea to set up an expert panel to prepare a financial mandate on the challenges faced globally was welcomed by the members. The expert panel will present its report in 3 months by July. Ms. Sitharaman said Indian negotiation team, led by Economic Affairs Secretary Ajay Seth, was appreciated by the member countries. The Finance Minister said the common position on debt vulnerability was also one of the successful outcomes of the meeting. She said common language arrived at through consensus will help countries facing debt stress. She mentioned that Saudi Arabia agreed to work on the issue of fuel insecurity.
UK and USA, I'm grateful again for being very supportive on the global coordination framework, particularly on the crypto. China and Saudi Arabia again for coming forward on climate finance mobilization. Japan and United Kingdom on all priorities of the Indian presidency. They've been completely supportive. So I'm indeed very grateful to them. And the G20 Troika have been completely supportive of India's position and priorities.
At the conclusion of the meet, a chair summary and outcome document was adopted by the G20 Forum. In the ICC Women's T20 World Cup, the final between South Africa and Australia will be played at Newlands Cricket Ground in Cape Town, South Africa tomorrow. The match will begin at 6:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Australia beat India in the semi-final, while South Africa overcame England to reach the final. The 31st edition of New Delhi World Book Fair commenced at Pragati Maidan today. The 9-day mega fair was inaugurated by Minister of State for Education, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh. Several literary and cultural activities focusing on the theme Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav will be a part of the fair. More than 2,000 stalls have been set up and more than 1,000 book publishers are participating in the fair. France has been designated as the guest of honor country. Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting and Sports Youth Affairs Anurag Singh Thakur has urged the youth to contribute their bit to make India a developed nation. He was addressing Yuva Samvad India at 2047 program organized by Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan at Raipur today. Now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. India and Germany call for consensus on reform of multilateral institutions for better reflection of global realities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says tradition and technology are the temperaments of new India. Prime Minister to share his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat on All India Radio tomorrow. Curtains come down on high-pitched campaign for Nagaland and Meghalaya Assembly elections to be held on Monday. G20 members welcome India's proposal to set up expert panel for financial mandate on global challenges. And Australia and host South Africa to lock horns in the T20 Women's World Cup final at Cape Town tomorrow. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.